There is no greater sacrifice than someone who's willing to lay down their life for the community. And the only way we can repay them is by revering them and honoring them and remembering them. The ceremony of remembrance is like a regimental parade whereby hundreds of people gather, including the public. It's an open venue for anyone to come and honor those who've given their lives. And we gather together on the first Sunday of every May at 11 a.m. to honor those officers who are on the wall. And moreover, and more importantly, I'd say, is those survivors of law enforcement line of duty deaths are there, and they recognize police officers right from across this province who come together in a show of solidarity and demonstrates our commitment to those families.
Yeah, we began probably around 1997 talking amongst the police associations that we really need to do something for all police officers killed in the line of duty in Ontario. The only place that any recognition existed was at the Ontario Police College. There was 2 walls, but all the names were not there. The current names were added, but the historical names were not added. So we began with a committee, and we all sat down and brainstormed. We all were in like minds. This has to happen. We started the build in November of 1999 and had it completed in time for the 1st May of 2000.
There's 281 names on the wall after this year. We're adding 2 historical officers and 2 active duty officers who died in the line of duty last year. And I think it's important that we demonstrate to them that these officers will not be forgotten and that we are there to support the families forever.
Iggy Puchka was the artist who we hired to design them. Our intent was the subtleness of the senior officer, the old officer saying, go forward, do your job, but don't ever forget these officers. We struggled with what were we going to put on the memorial. The Senior Officer Association representative on our committee came in with a letter from the widow of David Nicholson, who was a diver with Waterloo Regional Police. And the letter was to the Chief of Police saying, on behalf of our family, we want to ensure that you understand that David was our hero in life, not death. The 5 of us at that committee meeting each read that letter, and we each looked up and went, that's it. I counted up the other day, it was about 45 historical officers that we had found and ensured that they got on the memorial to pay respect to their loss to the community. I started in Kirkland Lake, Ontario, and when I transferred out of there 6 years later, I found out one of the officers well before me was killed in a traffic accident while on duty. That bothered me. 6 years of me policing that community and never knew we had an officer killed in the line of duty. So I took steps to make sure that never happened again. And I've transferred many different places. And I said, everywhere I go, I'm going to start looking into finding out if there's other officers killed in areas. And I just kept finding them. I still have one historical one. I guess I just can't retire from it. 1841. If it's approved by the board, it'll be the oldest police officer killed in Canada. There's a lot of history in Ontario, and a lot of it is captured on this wall.
Why is it important that we remember people who have died in the line of duty? And the simple answer is because we said we would. And there's a certain integrity that comes with policing, and I think it's important that it's the only way we can pay people back for paying the ultimate price.
All we ask for those that keep us safe are that they go to work each day and they come home safely at the end of the day to their loved ones. And we know that this is not always the case. That's why we're on these hallowed grounds, remembering people that gave their lives. When I have gotten to know the families of those that we've lost, nothing has changed my life more than understanding the sacrifice that they made. But it's not only understanding the sacrifice, it's understanding the lives that were lived. Everybody passes away, but not everyone lives. The people on this wall lived. They lived a life.
A death is always tragic, but if we can learn from it and get better and to ensure that other officers don't come to the same result, then it's a little easier on everybody to go, okay, we've learned from that. For the 5 of us that started all this, we always said it was like, this was our baby. We ate, drank, slept day and night until this was unveiled. I get goosebumps every time I talk about it. One of my proudest things is being part of building this memorial and being able to support the families of the fallen officers with this. And it's hard to believe this is the 25th anniversary.
We took an oath when we grabbed this job. We took an oath that's unwritten that we will remember those who put their lives on the line every day. And I'm proud to say that we do a great job in our police community doing just that.